What's up, collective? Welcome to Divine Intervention. Thank you for stopping by and visiting the channel and clicking on the video. I do appreciate it. Make sure you guys are hitting the like, share, and subscribe button for me. I do thank you for that in advance. This is a general collective reading. Only take what resonates with you and with confirmation for you. The rest of it could be for someone else. Okay? Okay, what is the collective message? What do we need to know today? What does the collective need to know? Justice in the moon. So something's under scrutiny here. Something that was hidden or something that is a secret. Somebody's weighing something here about something that is hidden or something that's in secret, or some operation, like some organized operation here. This could be something having to do with a bugging device. Something that has something to do, the bugging device could be hidden and something feels off. You see how the scales are tipping slightly. Something could be off. Okay, yeah. That's what it feels like. It feels like a bugging device. If this is about a bugging device, the bugging device is hidden, but somebody can feel it. Somebody can sense it. They can sense it. They can sense it without seeing it. She has a blindfold on because something's off. It could be something off in the energy. Yeah, somebody's doing something sneaky. Page of Wands. So somebody had, yeah, damn. The High Priestess. This is a dark High Priestess in this deck for me. This is not this is not someone who's intuitive. This is somebody who is into the dark arts here. This Page of Wands is a mischievous, troublemaking card. So somebody's doing something sneaky here. Okay? It feels like they want to cause trouble. This person is just like, they're like evil or something. Okay? And they want to do something sneaky, or they're doing something sneakily. They could be an Empress reverse, like a distorted feminine energy who's into dark arts. This could be a distorted mother or baby mother energy that is into dark arts here, okay? And they're being petty. They're being childish about something. They're taking some type of action. It could be with like a bugging device. But I feel like whoever this person is bugging knows that they're being bugged. They may not be able to see the bugging device, but they can feel it. The scale, something's off. That's what this person is feeling. You could be feeling that. You could be feeling like something is off. It's because someone has you bugged. They're listening to your whatever, your conversations, whatever you're doing. Yeah. Three of Swords. This is somebody who's bitter and heartbroken about something. Or something that they're hearing. It could be something that they're hearing through this device that has them heartbroken. They could be heartbroken that you know, or that you can sense it. You could be being careful about what you say and do because you feel like you feel this energy around, and you could be filtering yourself, and this is causing someone heartbreak. Yeah, because they're spying. They're listening. Page of Swords. They're listening because they're concerned about something. Okay, they're worried about something. Judgment. This judgment in this card is spiritual judgment. Okay, it could actually be judgment in court with this justice card being out here and the scales being out here. But this feels like spiritual judgment. So somebody could feel like they're under some kind of spiritual judgment. This could be about someone's testimony. That was the card that came out. Yeah, something's under heavy scrutiny. Okay, I don't know if this is a person that feels like this or this is a situation that's under some type of heavy scrutiny here. Six of Pentacles. This is a judgment about money. So it is some kind of legal proceeding. This is a judgment about money, about receiving money, paying some money here. Yeah, this is my grit in your teeth card. So somebody's not happy about either having to pay something or give something back, or they're not happy about someone receiving something. And again, there's scales on this card too. So there's something here about fairness, or it could actually be a judgment in court that somebody has to pay something or return something, or this is about someone's knowledge of someone receiving something. So someone could know something about what another person is receiving here, and it has them gritting their teeth. Four of Pentacles, they could have wanted to hold on. So if this is somebody who has to give something back or pay something, they definitely didn't want to with Four of Pentacles. And that gritting your teeth energy, they don't want to, but I feel like they have to. Judgment. And they don't want to. Yeah, somebody feels exhausted from someone's success. This could be someone winning a judgment against someone, like someone's success in beating someone with a case. This could be like a lawsuit or something like that. And there's someone who is victorious here, and they could feel publicly silenced. Okay, but someone's mentally, this is mental exhaustion here. They're mentally exhausted with someone's success or this victory in court. Or they're exhausted. They can't continue. They can't fight anything. They can't fight this. They're exhausted with this, okay? Whatever that is. And they could be being silenced publicly. Yeah, I feel like they don't, whoever this Knight of Swords, whoever this person is doesn't want to. Like, they're angry or like agitated, irritated, annoyed by someone's success. Or this could be, Six of Wands could be something on social media. Like someone's success someone is having on social media. It almost feels, yeah, I was going to say, it almost feels like this person with this mental exhaustion here, like somebody's tapped for real. Somebody is seriously tapped on something. And then the Ten of Wands came out. Okay? So somebody's experiencing some kind of fall. This could be public. This could be going on publicly. They feel wounded. Okay? They feel wounded while they're having some type of fall here. They ain't shit. Whoever they are, they ain't shit. Okay? This is an AI card for me too. So they could have Someone, this could be somebody that used AI for something, or they did something with AI that is coming up in this legal proceeding about this money. Maybe they did something or generated something with AI and they were sued for it. Okay? Or they're being sued for it and somebody won the judgment. Okay? The mental exhaustion could have come from this person trying to fight having to give someone something here. Okay? But this person ain't shit and they did something with AI. It feels like something they didn't have any business doing, which is why they lost some kind of lawsuit in court. Maybe they used some material from spying on somebody here with this moon and this bugging energy. Like something's being... It's under scrutiny, but it's like somebody's review. Something's off. Maybe something's off about what somebody presented in court. Maybe somebody presented something in court that was AI generated. AI generated. Yeah, inside scoop. I definitely feel somebody could have been surveillancing someone and then presented whatever material they had in court. Yeah, look, looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting info, bugging. So where did this person get this information from is what I'm getting. Where did this person get this information that they presented in court? Moving. So somebody's trying to make some type of escape, or somebody is moving because of some legal situation, or because somebody was bugging. Or somebody was being nosy about somebody moving. They're gauging something. Yeah. Forcer. Forces things on you. Forces their way in. Uses force to get what they want. So somebody was trying to force something here. What are they trying to gauge? What is this person? I feel like somebody's trying to gauge something. What are they trying to gauge here with this person moving? Maybe they're trying to gauge when someone is moving. I told you, somebody's spying. And it feels like they have someone bugged. They're obsessed. Whoever this is obsessed, yeah. And they ain't shit. So they could be using AI to, or something that's runs on AI, or that was created, like a device that was created by AI, or the device is an AI device. It's something like that. Okay? Stalking someone here, obsessed. They're trying to gauge something. Yeah, looking you up again. They're trying to gauge something, travel reverse. Because they can't travel, or they don't want someone else to travel. Maybe they don't want someone to move away. What are they trying to gauge here? They're trying to gauge something. Oh. This person doesn't want me to know. Okay, so whatever it is, it's the same shit, different day. Okay, so whatever this is, and I'm still going to try to pull a card. Whatever this is, this person always does this. They do this every day. This is a daily thing for them. Oh, I just realized it's in reverse. So this is something that somebody does every day. That there's something that someone does or was doing every day that they can't do anymore. Same shit, different day in reverse. So it's something that this person was used to doing. Maybe used to controlling someone's moves here. What are they trying to gauge? What's someone moving? What are they trying to gauge? Yeah, there it is. This person's clout hungry, but that's still not telling me. They're doing something dramatic. What are they trying to gauge with this person moving? It's not meant to come out because it's just describing this person that's doing this. So like I said, played out. So this is something, or there was something that this person was doing that's played out, okay? They're hooked. This is some kind of obsession. This person's clout hungry. They're being dramatic. This is somebody who says anything or does anything, makes shit up, like, but it's not, it's just describing this person. Every time I ask, it's just describing this person's energy, but it's not telling me what they're trying to gauge. Maybe they're not trying to gauge anything specific. Maybe they're just being nosy about where someone's comings and goings here. There's somebody who's bugging someone here. Yeah. Somebody who feeds off of another person. This is like a succubus type of energy. Okay. Here's another one. It's moving. Here's another one that's moving. Unfazed. So whoever this is being ignored, okay? Whoever this is yeah, because they're just wasting time. Whatever it is they're doing, they're just wasting time. And maybe that was the message why I couldn't get what this person was trying to gauge, because they're not trying to gauge anything. They're just wasting time because they're stuck, limited. They can't do what they used to do anymore. It feels like they can't control someone's moves anymore, okay? And nothing is changing with this. Whatever this person is doing is just, yeah, it's with this AI. So they're just stalking someone, trying to just be in someone's business. That's why Inside Scoop came out. This person doesn't have a legitimate reason to want to know about someone's moves. They don't. They don't. And that was why it was coming out. Like, they're not trying to gauge anything. They just want to know what someone's doing at all times. Okay, but someone's unfazed by this. Someone could be threatening someone with court, like legal issues or something like that. Somebody could be trying to, but whoever this is ignoring this person. Yes, they're just obsessed. They're just obsessed. And carless. That's why travel reverse came. Travel reverse came out. So they could be having car issues. Car could have been repossessed. And they're still obsessed trying to stalk someone here. I still feel like they're trying to gauge something. But it's not coming out what they're trying to gauge. They could be trying to gauge something about someone's plans to move, okay? Impersonator. Oh, shit. Somebody collected some money that wasn't theirs. That's what the Six of Pentacles is. This judgment, or this is what someone's planning to do. Somebody is, at the very least, contemplating impersonating someone to collect some money here after a judgment. Wow. Or someone's under spiritual judgment for doing this, for impersonating someone to collect some money, like in that person's name. This person is experiencing some kind of bad karma, so they're lashing out, threatening people. This impersonator is, because of what they did. And they're under judgment for it. But like I said, I feel like it's spiritual judgment, but I do also feel like the legal system out here. So they could be under judgment from both aspects. This is somebody who is experiencing some kind of spiritual judgment, but there's something going on in the legal system too that's not going in their favor. And it has something to do with them impersonating someone or being a part of a plan to impersonate someone here, or making a plan, or actually like doing this. They could have done this or been planning to do this to try to get out of some financial hardship here with past due bills. Give me one more with impersonator. I just heard they're a phony. And look, wolf in sheep's clothing comes out. How crazy is that? I just heard they're a phony. Yeah, this is somebody, Page of Wands. This is that High Priestess, Empress reverse energy with that Page of Wands that came out in the beginning. This person is into the dark arts, which is probably why they're under spiritual judgment, along with some legal issues for impersonating someone to collect money. Yeah, to get out of bankruptcy. They may have been threatening somebody in this legal situation here. This threatening is giving me like lashing out. Someone's lashing out here. Okay, because remember, a judgment didn't go in someone's favor. Someone's like mentally exhausted because of someone's success or being silenced publicly about this. Bad karma, yeah. There's screenshots, getting evidence, proof. So someone's getting some bad karma for some evidence. I told you they presented something in court that was AI generated. That's what I felt. Or they presented something in court that they didn't have the rights to, or they obtained illegally. So if this is somebody who decided to bug someone to get dirt on them or something like that, it's like the question is, where is this recording coming from? Where is this coming from? It's coming from a bug, because somebody was spying on someone and then turned around and whatever they think they got, okay, they went and presented it in court. But this is part of what's under heavy scrutiny here, because I feel like somebody has realized that either one, how did this person get this information, okay, or something. It could just be as simple as the bug or the device that was used was an AI type of device, okay, and that could be the AI that I'm picking up on. Or it could be that it was whatever they presented in court was AI generated, or generated by an AI device. You see what I'm saying? Take it how it resonates. Mm. All right, tell me about this judge, this justice. I mean, in regards to this moon, a hidden bugging device. The purpose of the device was to like monitor someone's moves here. Yeah, journey. Didn't I say this person is like this I can feel something about somebody like trying to gauge someone's moves or trying to dictate someone's moves here. So this is somebody who's spying on somebody to see like where they're going. It could have something to do with a trip, with travel reverse. This could be somebody that doesn't want someone to travel here. This guy has bags and he's carrying boxes. So this is definitely about somebody moving or traveling, that somebody's trying to gauge. They're monitoring with some kind of bugging device so they can like hear this person's plans. They're trying to figure something out here. That's what I keep picking it up, that they're trying to gauge something. So maybe they're trying to gauge when someone is going to travel or when someone's going to move. Okay? Why do they want to know this? House? Something about a house? What about the house? Or it just could be about someone moving out of a house or traveling away from their home. What about the house? Mountain reverse. So some obstacle or challenge with the house. They're trying to gauge someone's travel or gauge someone's movement here because of some hardship or burden, or someone overcame some type of obstacle, some difficult time or challenging time at a house, or something in regards to a house. Something is not a problem anymore. This house is not a problem anymore for someone. This is not an issue, and it's no longer an obstacle. A house is no longer an obstacle for someone. Sun card, because something was exposed about a gift. Or someone has a gift. They could have, this could be a spiritual gift, or this could be a tangible gift. Somebody has a spiritual gift here. This could be a spiritual inheritance with this sun, because this sun is like giving me the divine. Okay? Or something just could have been exposed about a gift or about someone's gift. There's someone who wasn't expecting this. Okay, maybe an ex-lover, lover's reverse. Someone wasn't expecting someone to break up with them. That could be with this moving. They weren't expecting a breakup here because of some type of for traditional, traditional values or religious belief, or some kind of spiritual conviction here is what I'm getting with this cross card. This could also be this is a cult card for me because of how that dude looks. Okay, he don't look I don't know if y'all can see that man's face, yo. He don't look like any spiritual leader that I would follow. You know what I'm saying? Like, from day one, this card is just, this dude looks disturbing to me. Yeah, and then you got rats. So yeah, it's like some corruption. It's like somebody corrupt uses some type of spiritual or religious belief or tradition or something like that to burden people. So maybe that's why somebody wasn't expecting for a lover to leave them, because of some kind of cult. This could be a cult, but it could also just be a religious belief, though. I don't know with rats here. Okay, there's something corrupt about this spirituality or this religion or whatever the case may be. This religious group could be trying to destroy something here. Okay, they could be destroying like evidence, because someone doesn't have a house is not an obstacle for someone anymore. Why was the house an obstacle in the first place? Tell me why the house was an obstacle for this person. Sudden wealth. So something having to do with money. This house is no longer an obstacle, and somebody could be released by like the court. If this was some legal battle over a property or where someone lived at or something like that, somebody won their case. I definitely picked up on that in the beginning. It was mentally exhausting with that Four of Swords that came out. It was mentally exhausting. It could be for everyone involved, or somebody could feel mentally exhausted because they put a lot of time into whatever this legal battle was and lost. So this is no longer a challenge or obstacle, and maybe that means sudden wealth for someone, a jackpot for someone else, okay? That's interesting. Yeah, somebody may be moving out, leaving a community, or this could be like this religious group or the cult that I'm picking up on, that someone wasn't expecting for a lover to leave. So this could be like a situation where two people were brought together by some kind of religious group or cult. This could even be church. Like it could be church members that kind of pushed. We did see forcer. So some kind of connection with someone could have been forced on two people because of a religious community or a cult community. Okay, and that's why someone wasn't expecting for a lover to leave here, to move out of the house. Moving and unfazed. Toil and labor. I told you. I feel it. I feel like something was like somebody drugged something out. And I heard that they were phony. Whoever did this was like faking something in court. They were being phony in court. But the thing about it is, I feel like whoever was being phony in court, or whoever was trying to impersonate somebody, maybe somebody was just going to court trying to act like another person, like in like a weird way. Like if somebody has like certain personality traits, like this person was in court trying to exhibit those personality traits. It feels something weird. It feels like something weird like that. Yes, I knew it. long time. There was a lot of time spent on this. And somebody was being phony the whole time. Like somebody was just wasting someone's time. And I feel like with justice and moving, somebody is finally able, that house could just be some kind of domestic situation, living situation, okay? Where there was some kind of legal battle over the house or over the contract in regards to the house. This was an obstacle for someone and it is not anymore. Oh, maybe that's why someone was moving, because somebody's house was bugged. And maybe somebody had to go to court in order to be able to move from this house that they feel like somebody was spying on them. Somebody took up a lot of someone's time in a legal battle. I can feel it. Toil and labor. I can feel it. It's this dark high priestess. It's somebody who's into the dark arts. So this is somebody who could have been like cast and this is why they're under some kind of legal judgment and they're under spiritual judgment here. So they could have been like doing spell work it really feels like somebody drugged something out in court for a long time, okay? It didn't faze someone though. I can say that. I mean, unfazed is out here and someone still moves, like someone's moving forward. They're moving on from it. I did say that I felt like the person who was being bugged, they could feel it. And this is why this person doesn't want to be in this house anymore. That's not an obstacle. Okay? Maybe, like I said, they were being blocked from leaving the house. Maybe they were in some kind of contract. Okay? Some legally binding agreement, which was blocking them from moving. But I feel like that's in reverse now. Damn. Look, despair and bad health. So someone's in despair about this loss here, okay? But then there's also someone, where did that come from? Despair and bad health, what does it have to do with this? Clouds. They're telling me to read from the book. So there's a message in, okay. Clouds. I am dark on one side and light on the other. Conflicts and doubts I am sure to bring. You will not be able to see clearly. I will block your perception and let confusion reign. Despair. Okay? One thing I promise for sure is that I will pass, because the sun always shines after the storm has passed. A card symbolizing foreboding and change. I think that's what that is. Foreboding and change. The negative or positive influence is expressed by the direction the dark aspect of the cloud faces. So this would be this person that's in despair here, okay? That is facing this dark side of the cloud. The ascending birds on the right-hand side of the card and the glorious breakthrough of the sun promise liberation from uncertainty. This card can also warn of the obscuring of the truth. There is a lack of clarity with regards to a situation. Something needs to be revealed. A revelation may be in the offing. The darker aspects of the card are to be found in the lower left, where we see lightning striking and the tree of the previous card. The image reflects uncertainty and confusion. In some systems of Lenormand reading, the bright and dark edges of the card are used to tell us if the confusion is before us or behind us. In the Reverie, we are also able to tell if it is above or below us. This is particularly useful in the Grand Tableau reading, where we are looking at diagonals, a more advanced meaning of the reading. So, someone's in despair here. I feel like this could be like a dark night of the soul here. Okay, with this person there's some kind of confusion, conflict. Something needs to be revealed with the cloud. Something needs to be revealed because somebody's in bad health. But this also is like the situation where someone was in a situation with a home, a house, their place of residence here, and this was an obstacle or a challenge, or they were being blocked from moving or leaving, and they're not anymore. Okay, so that's that sun that is promised in the clouds card. Somebody could have, this toil and labor could have been something that somebody went, this battle, man. I'm telling you, something was difficult with the mountain that's in reverse now. Something was difficult for someone and took up a lot of their time. Congratulations to whoever this is, because I feel like, from what I'm feeling, I feel like this person went through a lot. Unexpected income reverse. So this impersonator is not getting, or they didn't receive this money. They were trying to get some money out of someone here in court. But this is somebody who was intentionally dragging something out. Like, this person was actively thinking of ways to make something last longer before a judgment is made, before a decision is made, because it was keeping someone from leaving a home, a house, a domestic situation. They didn't get it. This person put in all this work, toil and labor, and they're not getting it. So I don't know. You guys are gonna have to take this how it resonates, because this could be a lot of different things, right? This could be a landlord tenant type of deal or something like that. This could be a bank on a house. Like, this could be a battle with a bank and a owner, a homeowner or something like that. But somebody did not get what they expected, okay? And I feel like they drug something out for a long time with this clock out here. Or maybe they were trying to run some type of clock out. But someone was not bothered by this with unfazed. Wasting time came out too. What somebody was doing was just what they were literally wasting time, and that was the intention. They were trying to run the clock out on something. And right as I say that, on a romantic situation, they were trying to run the clock out on a romantic situation. On somebody's loyalty. They were testing somebody's romantic loyalty with dragging something out. Damn. So they were trying to run someone's loyalty to another person out. So if this legal situation was where this person felt blocked in a house, or in some kind of obligation with a house, or some kind of obligation with a domestic situation, like, this definitely feels like this was a legally binding situation that someone was in regards to a domestic situation or an actual house. If this legal situation, okay, that dragged on for a long period of time, if this was something that was causing conflict with someone's, like, putting a strain on someone's, if this was putting a strain on someone's relationship, somebody involved here wanted to, they felt like they could run the clock out on somebody's loyalty to another person. I don't know, man. I can't explain it beyond that, because it doesn't make any sense. And I'm struggling to find a way to explain what I'm getting downloaded about what this person was doing or thinking. But it's like trying to run the time out because something was strained. It was creating some kind of strain on someone's relationship with another person. And that was the intention. They thought that they could run the clock out on somebody's loyalty. Yeah. I just happened to look over and marrying for money, and I picked that card up and grudge holder was here. So this is somebody who was holding a grudge against another person for leaving the dark high priestess, who was being sneaky about something. But like I said, I heard they're phony. And they were doing something with impersonator. They were doing something in court and presenting some kind of fabricated evidence. Why was this person presenting fabricated evidence in a legal situation? Chaser, codependent, somebody having a fear of abandonment, somebody leaving, and they have a fear of abandonment, which caused them to hold a grudge for someone deciding to leave, is what I'm getting here. Yeah. I told you, whoever this is evil. It's that dark high priestess empress reverse energy. This is a distorted feminine energy who is into the dark arts. This person will cast a spell in a heartbeat. They were competing possibly with this romantic situation that they were trying to run the clock out on somebody's loyalty. Yeah, the other woman. Competition, enemy, clever, whatever. They thought they were doing something clever in court. And I genuinely feel like this person thought that someone would stop being loyal to another person because of the strain that this time that was being spent on this was putting on the relationship. This is sick, twisted shit. So that means this person, what I'm feeling is like this person didn't have anything legitimate within this legal proceeding. They didn't have anything legitimate to present, but they were like, this is somebody who kept continuing or making up reasons why bad health came out. So they could have been saying they were sick and they needed to continue. It's just shit like that. But their goal was to wear somebody down. Okay, that was the goal, was to wear someone down with how long this shit was taking. This is really, really sick. Yeah, over money, competing for some type of stability. This person was after some type of stability, and they felt like they could use time, wasting time. And they felt like eventually that they could affect someone's loyalty to a situation or a person. Man, hold on, y'all. I gotta see. I'm about to wrap this up anyway, but I gotta see what's going on. Because I keep stumbling over my words. You know, and I'm completely sober right now, so it's tripping me out that I keep stumbling over my words. Oh, yeah, we're in a pre-shadow period. What's today? Oh, no, we're in retrograde right now. See, I knew it. I'm having problems with my words. Like, I know what I want to say, and I know what's in my brain, but it's not coming out my mouth that way. And it's like, I'm like fumbling over my words. But there's a retrograde period that started July 18th, and it goes to August 11th. So we're in a retrograde right now. Tell me about this. What's going on with this impersonation? Somebody's an impersonator to try to collect some money. This has something to do with someone being loyal in a relationship. Stabbed in the back. Deception, pain, heartbreak, shocking attack. I mean, impersonator in wolf in sheep's clothing. Somebody could have actually tried to, like, physically try to impersonate someone wearing someone else's clothes. That came out in one of the recent readings, that somebody was pretending to be someone and they were actually physically wearing this person's clothes. How they got the clothes, I don't know, but somebody was impersonating someone and they were wearing that person's clothes. Somebody lied in court to get half of something. Somebody lied about being loyal in a relationship to get half of something. Somebody lied about running away. Somebody said they didn't run away or they weren't running away. Yeah, this was a strategy. Hand of cards. This was a strategy. Somebody lied to get money in court. Somebody definitely could have pretended to be someone else here. And they were wearing someone's clothes because somebody was denying that they were running away, or denying that they left. Yeah, narcissist. A full-blown narcissist, self-absorbed in some kind of one-sided relationship. So somebody was lying about, first of all, they were lying about being in a relationship with someone, okay? I got it now. They were lying about being in a relationship with someone, okay? So they were lying about deception, stabbed in the back. They were lying about being in a relationship with someone, right? So since they're not really in a relationship with someone, they need for someone to impersonate this individual for this money, to get a judgment for money. They didn't get it. Unexpected income, reverse. Or they had to give it back. If they collected it, if they actually did collect it, doing this, having someone impersonate someone they were not in a relationship, somebody was lying about being in a relationship with someone, or run a reverse, they were lying about leaving someone, or lying about no longer being together. Like this is an ex who was lying in court about still being with someone. So if they receive some money under the impression or under the guise that they were still with someone, they have to give it back. If they didn't get it, they're not getting it. That is diabolical. Why did they need to lie about, why did they need to lie in court about still being with someone? But yeah, like this person was in court pretending they were in some loving relationship and they were loyal to someone. But this is right next to wolf in sheep's clothing and impersonator. So somebody's ex had another person come to court with them to say that you and that person were still together. But the lookalike, the impersonator, was actually somebody else. So I don't know if this person altered their face. I don't know if this person was wearing, I don't know. They definitely were wearing someone's clothes here. They were wearing someone's clothes in court. That's creepy as shit. I tell you that. Yes. Yes. They could have actually had plastic surgery, man. I'm telling you. Somebody could have had plastic surgery. Sorry. Going under the knife. Somebody went under the knife. This is how diabolical. It feels diabolical. This is how diabolical it is. Somebody went under the knife to go to court with someone and pretend to be like someone's ex, to say that those two people are still together. I knew what I fucking felt. That's crazy. Why did they need to have someone impersonate an ex? Because I mean, let's face it. If somebody is, if they're with someone or still with someone, why would they need for someone to impersonate that person? This is somebody that you're not with. It doesn't even have to be an ex. Well, no, it doesn't have to be an ex. It doesn't have to be an ex. It could just be somebody. It could just be somebody that knew about some money that was to be collected or received, and they had someone go under the knife to make some type of like alterations to their face, maybe even their body. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what that is. They were trying to collect somebody else's shit. Yes, they had somebody else pretend to be a happy couple in court. That were engaged, maybe. Somebody went to court saying that they were engaged to somebody that they were not engaged to. I don't know which one is weirder. I don't know which one is more weird. I don't know which one of those is more appropriate, but I don't know which one is more weird, man. Somebody who you were never with, going to court with someone who had plastic surgery to look like you, to pretend that you're engaged, or an ex going to court with someone who had plastic surgery on their face to look like you, to say that you were still together. I don't know which one of those scenarios is creepy, but it's one of those scenarios. What's the judgment here with the unexpected income reverse? The Tower, basically. Lightning, sudden change, shocking news that they're not getting this shit or they gotta give it back. It's one or the other. Somebody's finding out that they're not getting something or they have to give something back. For sure. Damn. After a long time, though, I feel like this shit, whatever this is, why did it take so long? Relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child growth. Because a relationship was evolving to the next phase? Yeah. Because someone who has a fear of abandonment issue, okay, who's a narcissist, who had some kind of karmic relationship with someone, some codependency here is what this is. They were triggered because somebody, they knew that once whatever this judgment is took place, that somebody had something else, okay? Butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase, and a romantic connection. Y'all may not believe me, but I swear when I was shuffling, I said the chaser. When I asked why, okay, why did this take so long? The card I saw was the chaser. And swear, this is somebody who is toxic as fuck. They literally drug something out for as long as they possibly could, okay? To try to exhaust someone, wear them down so that they could force their way and get what they wanted. Definitely something about stability, a house maybe, a domestic situation, somebody paying or giving someone money, or someone being able to receive money. Maybe as long as the court case was going on, somebody was receiving money. This is why they didn't want it to be over and why they made it last so long. This is some sick shit. Persistent. Working on it, repetitive. I said they kept doing something. They kept doing something to make, this is somebody who like keeps filing motions in a legal situation. Trying to sabotage, trying to wear someone down or wear someone's loyalty down for another person. Okay, but it didn't work. You got unfazed out here, and this person is not getting this money or they have to give it back. Tell me about this bug, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. Tell me about this bug with the moon. Yeah, because it's getting loud. Coffee cup reverse. Stability. Somebody's stability in reverse here. Okay? So somebody doesn't want to meet with someone. They don't want to be friends with someone. They don't want to savor the moment. They don't feel uplifted. And they've lost all sense of stability and security here. So this is why someone is bugging, using some kind of AI bugging device or listening to someone because they're obsessed. They feel like they have something. Yeah. This person, this is a strategy. Stalking someone is a strategy. Watching, trying to get evidence of something. We saw a screenshot. So someone is desperately trying to get like evidence of something. Okay? By bugging, maybe bugging someone's home. But someone's being bugged. Or they were. Many options, decisions here, keys on a ring. So this is about someone's options. Yeah, and someone having freedom, getting freedom, journey and moving. Mountain in reverse is what came out. So somebody, this is no longer, whatever this domestic situation or situation with a house is no longer an obstacle for someone here. Okay, they are free from this toxic person. I said they are. Whoever this is toxic as hell. They are. I don't even feel comfortable in this person's fucking energy. I don't see how anyone is like physically around this person. They are oozing toxicity. I feel like everything that comes out their mouth, every action they take, that's what I'm getting. Like they're that toxic. This person doesn't open their mouth or take any action that is not low vibrational or toxic in some way, shape, or form, whether it be what they're actually saying or the intention behind what they're saying. Let's say, for example, they're love bombing someone. They have evil intentions. The root cause of it is some kind of abandonment issue. Okay, somebody was traumatized probably in childhood. This person was traumatized probably sometime in their childhood with someone abandoning them, and they have just instead of healing it or even dealing with it or facing it, this person just turned evil, and they've been that way ever since. So this was some kind of hand of cards. This was some kind of strategy here that someone tried to use with a court situation, and it didn't work. They tried to wear someone down here, okay? But I feel like somebody put in the work, toil and labor. Somebody put in the work and the time to be free, to finally get some type of release from the court here, to move or to move on. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I will check you out in the next reading. Take care.